How you doing, guys? My name is Johnny Jones, and this is Military Transition Tips. And today we're going to be talking about maintaining your identity through your service and when you transition. In my time during the service and after the service, I've seen a lot of people struggle with one thing. They've been struggling with their identity once they leave. Because once we're in the service, when we're in the service, we're always surrounded by our other service members. I was in the Marine Corps, so I was always surrounded by Marines. I deployed several times, and I was in that world. My mind was in the being a Marine all the time. Obviously, being a Marine 24/7 is something that we get told and we live, right? But there is something there that I feel that a lot of veterans don't get until they leave. And it's who you are as a person, right? Now let's strip all this back and let's take a moment. My name is Johnny. You know, who is Johnny when I take the camis off? Who am I when I am separated from the service? Once a Marine, always a Marine. That's a great mantra. But honestly, when you go to sleep, when you wake up, when you try to live your life as a civilian, right? If you only identified yourself as your rank and service that entire time, and you never took the time to figure out what Brian wants or what Sally wants or what Maria wants, right? You need to figure out who you are, right? Because once those camis leave, once those camis are gone, when you hang them up for the very last time, you make that post on LinkedIn or Facebook or whatnot, and you step out the gate as a separated service member, you are that person. You're not just that last name anymore. You're that last name and that first name. And if you haven't taken the time to figure out what makes you tick as a person, that all comes to a head when you are out. And a lot of service members that I've seen, myself included, you deal with a little bit of identity crisis. When I get out and a couple months later, I'm not Staff Sergeant Jones anymore, right? I'm just Johnny, and some of the ways I used to think don't really apply, every day. Obviously, yeah, you can adjust and you can bring some of what you've learned from the service into the civilian sector. So anybody who's about to write that in the comments saying it does, it applies. Yeah, of course it applies, right? But what I'm saying is when we get out, right, we need to figure out who we are, because that's who we're going to live with for the rest of our lives. We're living with us. And if you only identified yourself as I am a Marine Staff Sergeant, and that's all you identify, right? When that stops being true, when you are no longer a Marine Staff Sergeant, who are you? What are you, right? And what that can lead to is, like I said earlier, identity crisis, when it also can lead to depression, because now you're in a world that you aren't familiar with. Some sergeant major might be all upset typing in the comments or whatnot right now, but look, the truth is, right, try to figure out on the weekends, in the evenings, who you are. Don't just sit in the barracks all the time, and play video games and let the time miss you, or drink your evenings away. I'm not saying you don't enjoy yourself. Get some education, under your belt. Try new things. Try to make friends that aren't just Marines, or service members, right? The importance of making friends that aren't just service members is that you can kind of adjust to regular people when you get out. Myself, I deal with this situation where I'm trying to figure out how to talk to regular people, because I'm used to being very blunt, and we have our dark humor in the military and everything, but it's different when you talk to regular people. And so if you don't get accustomed to that, then when you do get out in the regular world, you'll feel, kind of ostracized, or you ostracize yourself, because you're like, hey, I can't connect with these people. I don't know how to talk to these people, or I can't, I have nothing in common, right? We have nothing in common because you didn't allow yourself any other thought process, any other environment than the military bubble you put yourself. So you can make friends that aren't Marines. You can be around people that aren't Marines. You can do activities with people that you're not stationed with. What I'm saying, and what I'm trying to convey here, is that you do need to discover things about yourself before you leave the service, because it'll soften the impact of getting out. It's kind of like you're transitioning before you transition. But that's what I hope. I didn't piss anybody off too much. Honestly, you have to think about not just the person in the cameras and who you are when you wear that rank, but who you are when you take that uniform off. Who's that person that's left standing in front of the mirror when all that clothing's taken off? Look at that person in the eyes and make sure you take care of that person as well. Hey guys, that's the video. Thank you very much. If you like these videos and you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe on the video and the channel, and I'll keep giving videos like this out. If you have a topic you think I should cover, put it down in the comments, or if you have any qualms about what I said today or any comments about what I said today, please leave that in the comment below too. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.